Can't get a game for free. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash bleed, yeah. She got a way of making the block free. Cash bleed, yeah. Can't get a game for free. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee. She's cash bleed.
Yo, what's up? G-Town, Texas City, Santa Fe, Hitchcock, you know, Lamar, Houston. This your boy, bruh, man, from the field flow. And look at here, I'm getting ready to come on home for the All-Star Comedy Show. Big after party. It's gonna be all that at the Galveston Island Convention Center. So I want y'all to come out. December 30, that's gonna be on Saturday. You know, that's like the Eve before Christmas Eve. So y'all come out and represent. You know, and look here, I want all my classmates in the class of 84 to come out, show up, show out. That's how we do in 84. Alright? And look at here, I'm bringing 6 heavy hitters with me. Funny comedians out of Texas gonna be bringing it hard to you. My main man Al D. Freeman's gonna be up in the highs. So y'all better get your tickets now, alright? That's SpeakeasyComedyHouston.com. Alright, one more time, SpeakeasyComedyHouston.com. Or y'all just call, 346 439 8747. That's 436 439 8747. And look at here. Y'all better call the doctor. Because look at here, I'm going to be cracking sides and busting up everybody off up in there with loud. Be laughing so hard you're going to pee on yourself. Y'all come out hang with us. And look at here. I might bring a whole lot of stirred sandwiches off up in there with me. Alright, December 30th, that's the eve. The eve of the eve. Stand on the beach. Galveston Island Convention Center. Peace.
And my friend, I've walked on water, I've walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. Man, welcome back to 1.0. We've been gone about 4 weeks. We've had some things to do. We did some building and did some personal stuff. And as you can see, I've been out getting my thing together also. That particular show you just seen, that commercial, that was Brother Man from Martin's show. My big partner, man. We go way, way, way back. And I got a story about him. Now, I'm going ahead and tell that while it's fresh on my mind. I met Brother Man for the first time at the comedy club in Houston, Texas, off of Main Street. It was called the Hip Hop Comedy Stop. And that's where all the big time comedians, they used to come in every weekend. So Brother Man decided to start doing stand-up, which at first he was only an actor. But then he got into stand-up, and he was a fresh comedian. And at the time, I had been doing stand-up about a year already, about a year and a half. And I was a natural, so, in that year, I began to develop, enough experience to give a little advice to probably guys coming up behind me. And that's what I did that, in real time. So he came to Houston, and he really didn't know, the format of doing comedy. Like, you go up, you tell a few jokes, and you already Brother Man. So they waiting on that, that full flow. So fifth flow. So I kind of told him, this is what you do. You start off like this, and then you got a middle part, and then you got an ending. Your ending should be the fifth flow, because that's what they waiting on, and you want to make them wait that whole time. So I gave him that advice, and he remembered that. So when he left Houston, he got with a guy out of San Antonio that wanted to do a tour with him. And he asked Brother Man if he had, guys that he would like to go on tour with him. Now, take in mind, I only met him that one time, but I guess I had a impact on him, and he appreciated what I done. So he chose me, along with a couple other guys, Terry Gross and a couple other guys from Houston and Dallas, to go on tour with him. So, and being on tour with him, that was my first experience of being on the road. That was my first experience with being in the company of a somewhat celebrity. Yeah, I seen him at the club, but to hang out with him and actually, you know, develop a friendship was amazing. And not only that, I'm naturally funny, so in conversation, I say kind of wild shit. And I just remember, brother man, he always would say, "Hey man, can I have that?" I'm like, "Hey man, take that." You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking shit, not knowing that I should have charged his ass. But like I said, you live and you learn. That's what That's what experience comes from. So I met him, and we went on tour, and I got to know the guy. Man, brother, man is a real one. He's a real down to earth guy, and I appreciated that because I was a country Negro, and he was too, turned out, right out of Galveston, Texas. So we had that in common, and I learned a lot being on tour with him. But the main thing that I learned is that if you do things like what I done, not only in comedy but in life, somehow they'll find their way back to you. So I learned that, and that was one of my things, to put my best foot forward, not just for myself, but in any way that I could help. So that got me the opportunity to go on tour, my first tour in 1994. Okay, and since then, I brought Brother Man to my hometown of Lufkin, Texas. I brought him there at least 3 times, I believe. And we're going to do it again, so y'all get ready for that. I'll be bringing him back to Lufkin, sort of like a traditional thing. If I've done it more than 3 times, it becomes tradition. So I'll try to keep that going. But get back on the story. We went on tour. I developed a friendship where I could call him and ask him, "Hey, come down here or come down there," and so we'll be back in Galveston, and this is somewhat of him and I's reunion because I haven't done a show with him in a long time. I think the last time was like 2 years ago, and it was in Lufkin, Texas. As a matter of fact, let's say 3 years ago, and I'm excited to get back on the same stage with him because I'll be there with some younger comedians. And for me, it's the opportunity for me to get back out there and show the growth, because I have been living in this time that I've kind of slacked down on comedy, and then COVID came. So it's been a long vacation. I've done shows sporadically here and there, but I'm ready to get back out there now. So this show came at a perfect time because I feel like it's a perfect platform for me to not reinvent myself, but to put the rest of me out there. How about that? Yeah, I'm quite the linguist, you dig? Yeah, so I'm excited about the show. It's going to be in Galveston, Texas now, and it's going to be December the 30th, New Year's Eve, you dig? So that'll give you a chance to come to a great comedy show and still get back home to your family and enjoy yourself. Enjoy your, what we call the holidays, which is tonight's topic. What will the holidays look like for you? Yep, we're coming up on the holidays. When one starts, it don't stop until it's over with. So they got all your money. You dig? All your credit card ran up. So you borrow from everybody. They want it all, you dig? So what will the holidays look like for us? I'm going to say us, melanated people now. Now that you know, now I want to say this, and I don't want people to get judgmental in my freedom of speech here. But it's not freedom of speech per se. It's fact. And we're going to start there, and then we'll work our way, backwards. So What will the holidays look for melanated people? You know, I look at TikTok and I look at Facebook and I constantly see people talking about being, you know, awakened and, you know, taking in or absorbing what we consider to be real knowledge that we hadn't had before. Now, included in that knowledge, I found out the holidays that we celebrate in the name of our Savior don't really have anything to do with Him. And okay, I'll give you a minute. I know it's hard, and this is the hump that we have to get over. When people say something that's outside of what we've already learned from our parents, their grandparents, and their parents, and their grandparents, and the slaves, and the African people that the slaves came from, and the indigenous people that were already here, nobody can blame you for that. But the very thing that you are defending is what told you that Christ was not born on December 25th. No, nobody never said that. But somehow we celebrate that as his birthday, which is completely false. Now that's Christmas. But the holiday that we're going to deal with, because it's coming up, is Easter. Why do we celebrate Easter? When Easter has absolutely nothing to do with our Savior. Now, he went down on a Friday, and they say 3 days from Friday, he rose. 3 days from Friday is what? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And also, Easter is never celebrated on the same date. It always changes. Now, you can't celebrate being crucified, dead, 2 days, 3 days in a row. You got to choose a date that this happened on. It can't be on the 8th, then it can't be on the 12th, then it can't be on the 18th, and then it can't be on the 23rd. You understand me? Because the dates that are chosen for Easter to be fallen on are not chosen by his so-called death. It is chosen by the equinox. On the day that the equinox happened, and the days and the nights shall be of equal time. That's when Easter date is decided. Now, you as believers, how could that happen to y'all? And y'all not say nothing, and you just keep on coloring eggs and buying chocolate Easter bunnies and going to Wieners and getting that little tie 3-piece for your kids and them you understand me, uh them little pink dresses and stuff with the, I don't know what they call them things, the ruffles and stuff winds on them, and them white shoes with the crossover little strap on top. Now remember all that because that was torture. You couldn't get it dirty, you just had to stand there, look like a mannequin or something. So this is what we do, y'all. And now that you know these things, because I see all y'all being awakened, you cannot be awakened and then say, okay, I'm still going, it's Christmas. It's Easter. Yeah, I get it. But the problem is y'all do it in the name of our Lord. And that's where the problem come in at. Because he didn't deem none of that. Easter is what they call uh, a goddess holiday. The goddess of fertility, which her name is Ishtar. Henceforth, you have the word Easter from that. And her thing was, in her little depictions and pictures and stuff like that, she a rabbit was part of her, ritual that she would do, and she also had a basket of eggs that was displayed in her likeness. And it's because rabbits probably reproduce faster than anything on the planet. She represented the goddess of fertility. You did. Now, I'm going to go further into it. Why they color eggs nowadays is that because back then, in the Roman days, Easter was a day where all the people got together and they had this color powder that they used to put on nude women. And these women, in turn, would go and hide. Now, if one of the fellas found one of these colored women, nude women, their prize was to have any kind of, grown folks relation with them. And that's where Easter egg hunting come from. So you mean to tell me, as an awakened, woke, melanated person, after this information that the doctor done told you at the doctor's office here at 1.0, are you still gonna keep that tradition of false doctrine, one thing, and just plain old being ignorant and throwing your money away and giving it back to people who we so-called give us the hardest time? Because none of us got Easter egg companies. None of us got chocolate bunny companies. The only one that make money off of this is the church. And them bastards is the wrongest because they supposed to know that this is not when Jesus arose. It can't be, because next year it's gonna be on the 8th, nigga. How the fuck can the day that we gonna celebrate it on this year can be his birth and it's gonna be another date next year? Come on, man. Let's not do this no more, people. See, this is the season of cutting shit out. That's what I should have named the show. This is the season for cutting us this bullshit. Because there are far more pressing things that you should be investing in. Time is one of them. You should invest that time that you're planning to spend your money, your hard-earned money, money that you did not have here months ago. And you've accumulated some for the reason of the holidays. Your false holidays that we have pretended meant something absolutely means nothing, that we've taken on the Caucasians' way of celebrating paganism. You are a bunch of pagans. We are a bunch of pagans. I can't disclude myself. I'm still doing pagan shit that I don't even know that's pagan. I'm learning though. And that's the difference. To want to learn and be open to change this bullshit. So I'm asking y'all to rethink things. Sit down and actually see what's going on around you. How in the fuck can you worry about getting a PlayStation when that motherfucker don't use gas? How can you worry about a Christmas tree when you can't cook that motherfucker when you get through with it? Groceries is high. Gas is high. These things are pressing, and they're pressing because of a reason. We are headed somewhere, people, and it ain't Easter, and it ain't Christmas, and it ain't New Year's. We headed somewhere. So you might want to rethink the account that you're putting into this false shit and actually see the real things that are going around you. Because people, these holidays were set up to take your money. They don't give a fuck about Jesus. They don't give a fuck about Moses, Pharaoh, Gandhi, or none of them niggas. Because ain't none of these holidays got anything to do with these people. Shit, St. Patrick's Day is more realer than Christmas. Shit, Valentine's, that's more realer than Christmas or Easter. Fuck wrong with y'all? And some of y'all gonna get mad at me for saying this. And that's how deep-seated this ignorance is. But man, the lights done came on. You're no longer in darkness. The same devil that they used against us, they provided to you. Henceforth, you see my face, my lovely face on it. You have the same opportunity to be strong in what you know as I am. And I might be wrong too. That truth might be a lie. But it feels better. That lie feels better to me. Because then I'm the hero of the story. You dig how that feel? So if I'm gonna lie to somebody or carry one, it's gonna be for me and my benefit. But these lies that we celebrate are none of our benefit. Matter of fact, we spend every day. Man, motherfuckers go into January. Some of them kill themselves. Some of them start smoking that shit. Some of them start snorting that shit. Some of them just go into depression because they done spent all their money on these bastards that ain't worth a damn. They don't mind you, don't do what you say. Young serial killers. Oh, y'all show them all love during these pagan holidays. And then you have nerd enough to say, well, Jesus was born. What's the Christmas song they sing? In a manger with bullshit. Now that's bullshit. Now, as an awoken people, I'm looking and I'm watching. Now, the thing about Christmas, I don't associate it with Jesus. I associate it with pretty lights and some nice, Christmas vibe songs. You got to listen to the Temptations. You got to do Stevie Wonder. You dig what I'm saying? I like that part of it. But I ain't celebrating Jesus. That ain't, what am I gonna put that on that man for, man? What I'm gonna put Christmas on Jesus for? It's crazy. And we just took it and ran with it. But the race is over, y'all. The race of ignorance is over. And the one of being knowledgeable has began. Don't fall behind, man. If y'all celebrate Easter, you're gonna fall behind. If you celebrate Christmas, you're falling behind. You're not going forward as you should be in y'all new self in this new existence we live in. Because we're not in the same existence we were 3 years ago, man, going on 4 years. Whatever happened during COVID, uh, I guess that's why they put us in the house, so we wouldn't get, be floating out somewhere in space. They need us in the house when they shot us into this new way of living. But what remained, they trying the same old tricks in this new existence. They still want your money. They want your high plane money. They want your melanated money. They want your awakened money. Whatever you say you are, nigga, keep giving us that bread, and you can be what you is. If you want to be LBGTQRS and Y and Z, Cool. You better celebrate Christmas though, bitch. If you want to be polyurethane, poly or whatever they call that shit, where you marry a woman and she can marry another nigga and all that. Bitches, y'all can do that. But you bitches better go to the mall. All you hoes. Him, her, you too, and him too. If you want to be awakened, using your third eye and shit, bitch, good. You can see the rest of the shit we selling your ass. Use your third eye for that. Get that new iPhone, bitch. Give a fuck what y'all is and who you believe in, bitch. Bring me your money. And that's how they talking at the round table about you dumb motherfuckers. And all y'all can do is think about, well, I'm going to go stand in line in front of Best Buy and get that new PlayStation. I'm going to have to stay out there a week. You dumb mother boy. These folks done y'all one. These folks done y'all one. Now, I can imagine some people feel kind of whatever about this here. But I don't care because I understand. I love the holidays because back then when you could actually physically be around people, you can actually physically be around people, it was cool. And you look forward to being around your family. You look forward to good food and seeing grandma and man, today I didn't know how valuable that food and that gathering was. So the holidays, it meant that. But that type of structure and that type of family togetherness, y'all know as well as I know, that is gone. It died with our grandmothers. And we only give a remnants of how things were then when these holidays meant something because it meant that I get to see my brothers and sisters and we all gather and we looking good and the food is good and the music is good and the vibe is good to where you don't want it to end. But it's not like that no more, people. Half you niggas don't even like your mamas and daddies. All the fights you probably had probably been with your kinfolk. That's how y'all living. Y'all niggas is shooting at each other and shit like that. You want that motherfucker over for Thanksgiving? You want ass eating Boom Quisha? Putting the fingers and shit all over your food, and you know that hoe be sliding up and down the pole, got Vaseline stuck all joints everywhere. And she come here half naked and, no. It's not like that no more. So these holidays are also a remnant of what we used to be. So why keep it going? You don't get with your family. All you do is party and put your life in danger in so many ways during these holidays. It's not about family no more. It's about glitz and glamour and how much money you could spend. It's about, I'm going to get it before you do. So I can be the first to say, you niggas ain't got one of these. That's the existence that grown folks have to live in the presence of. Okay? I'm 52, but I'm nowhere near ready to step aside for some young crazy motherfuckers. I'm still trying to live. I ain't turning shit over. Then when they turn my ass over and the dirt over on me, then you can have it. Yours. But we have to coexist in this new way of living. So we can exist, but we don't have to participate. You do not have to participate. And that's another thing, the peer pressure of participation. That's another tool that they put inside of us, is to look down or be opinionated about outside of the box thoughts on these things. And I'm pretty sure that I ran some stuff across y'all that y'all gonna think about. Don't only think about it, go look it up. Actually listen to your own advice and see it with your own eyes so you can get the blunt of what has happened to us. We haven't been nothing but victims of telemarketing and advertising. Now, if you want to know the meaning of Christmas, I just told it to you. Telemarketing and advertising. That's the meaning of Christmas. You want to know the meaning of Easter? Telemarketing, advertising. Neither one of those holidays is no more about our Savior than they are about me. Y'all celebrate me for Christmas. And that's just about how stupid it really is. Y'all celebrate me for Christmas. I wasn't born in a manger. When I was born, black folk couldn't go to the hospital. I was born in the bathtub. So you can say my mama wasn't a virgin because I had 7 other brothers, but so did Mary. I don't understand how she was a virgin. She had several other kids. So, but y'all celebrate me for Christmas. Y'all, if you want to lie on somebody, say, man, this when Dr. Shep was born. Y'all can make Christmas songs about me and stuff. Why not? I'm only asking of you what the white man asked of you. I'm asking you to believe in me like you believe in he. But if that sounds stupid and absurd to you, then I've made my point. Hadn't I? And I missed my calling. I should have been a lawyer or a teacher or something. Next lifetime, I'll jump on that. Because I will be back. Next lifetime, I'm going to jump on that. Because this is something that's, as a collective of people, you have to know how much money is generated during these times. You really have to know how much money is generated during these times, y'all. Your money. I'm talking about just specifically your money. Now, you take a look at the needs of the people. And then you take looking at the needs of a PlayStation for that badass child of yours. Just look at it. During their $1 billion in a holiday. And the people. $1 billion of your money. Melanated. Woke people. PlayStation. Society. PlayStation. Development of more crime because you bought a PlayStation instead of put your money in a society that PlayStation child is going to actually have to come out of PlayStation land and live in. You're making no preparation here if you're spending all your money here. So when he comes out of PlayStation land, guess who's going to be waiting on him? The society that you neglected, that you're going to complain about, that you're going to get on the news and cry, oh, they killed Jumba. Oh, who done this? Somebody tell me. Go ask the motherfucking PlayStation. I know it sounds hard, but who else going to say this to you except Dr. Shep here on 1.0. We ain't never scared. Because we rolling truth, you dig? We rolling truth. There's no sense in and being ignorant when the knowledge of the world is in the palm of your hand. No sense in that. Overlook that just to go see who ass is out on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. But then somebody says something about it to you, as I am tonight, you get all upset or, oh, this nigga talking about Jesus. No, I'm talking about your black ass. This whole thing is about, ain't none of this shit about Jesus, but you want to throw him in there because you want to hide behind something instead of lending me your ear for a second. So, what will the holidays look like for you? What will the holidays look like? Will you give your money away? Will you like throw all your hard work and investment into going to work, hating it all day long, getting underpaid, and you save anyway, so you can have a Christmas? Is that going to be you this year? Awaken people, gods and goddesses. Is this what we're going to do again? After solidly knowing that this has all been a Ponzi scheme, we'll give it to you, then you give it right back to us. We gonna flip it, but you come back next year, and we might give you, 25-cent raise, and we'll take this other 10 billion and put it in our pocket. Cause all we gotta do is wait for Christmas. All we gotta do is wait for Easter. All we gotta do is wait for Valentine's. All we gotta do is wait for New Year, St. Patrick's Day, whatever else shit they can come up with to get some bread out your pocket. And then say to you that Jesus told them to do it. Let's not do that no more, y'all. I want to see a large number of people that denounce these pagan holidays. And how about you come up with your own tradition like we used to do? Y'all remember family reunions? Do they still have those? Or have they went online too? That's what I'm talking about. See? That's what I'm saying. How about you come up with your own holiday? Where you celebrate the birth of your parents, or the birth of your grandparents, or the birth of anybody that has actually had an impact on your life, and you want to show them appreciation. Make a holiday for them. Because the holidays that they made for you ain't for no goddamn body. It definitely ain't for Jesus. True. So how about that? How about that idea? Give it your family and say, we gonna make grandma a holiday. Or we gonna make daddy a holiday. And you should give daddy a holiday. That nigga don't have no holiday. That Father Day shit is the biggest scam ever. All y'all do is just leave us the fuck alone for 3 hours. And then you be back on the yard before goddamn 6 o'clock. So yeah, let's get daddy a holiday. And a good one. When you niggas go to football games, you make it pros and shit, and the camera swing on you, y'all holler, hey, I want to say hi to mama. Nigga, that ain't even your real mama. But mama get the credit and shit. Get daddy a holiday. Let's do that. A holiday for fathers. A holiday for husbands. And we'll give y'all a holiday or two. I don't want to start no argument over there. We'll give y'all a holiday too. Y'all already got all of them. Shit. Mother's Day, anniversaries, Valentine's, all that shit. Can a nigga have something? But that's a good idea. Replace these holidays with something that consists of your family or people that you thank God for. Because his celebration, from what I hear, is supposed to be every day, every minute of your life. If I'm hearing them Christians right. You did. So why you need a Pacific holiday? Because I'll tell you why. The new Jones coming out, all the new iPhone coming out, the new PlayStation coming out. Man, y'all think Jesus wants y'all to miss that? Tell him, G. As matter of fact, because he loves you, he gonna give you 25% off if you spend 10,000. Yeah, that's how we do Jesus, and y'all like that, and y'all want to continue that on. You really want to continue that on. Now, um, I'm brave to talk about this because, well, when you talk about these Caucasian folks' money, you better be careful. And then it's actually something that could be done, so you better be careful. But there's no more careful here. You know, there's no more careful here. I love being a melanated person, and I know other melanated people who deserve fair, clear, and trustworthy information. And as long as I'm doing my podcast, I'm gonna try to bring you that. And if I am wrong, I'll research and I'll come back and I'll let you know that I'm wrong, so you won't go forth being wrong also. So people, we've been wrong. Now, it's not your fault. We only followed our parents' instructions as we should, as good children, and being respectful to your parents. That's why we did it. And we did it out of fear. Because who wants to go against Jesus? Yeah. You don't want to go against Jesus, bitch. Y'all forgive. I'm crazy. I'm happy. I'm glad to be back on 1.0, man. I've missed y'all tremendously. And I felt like a part of me was missing that I wasn't on here enjoying myself and giving good information and feeling the confidence that some of what I say is being taken seriously. I am a comedian, sure enough. But that's another tool in my repertoire. You dig? I use comedy to get through to people because people ingest things in different ways. And I find that if you make people laugh, it totally breaks down the barrier that might be between understanding. So, but like I said, other people ingest things in other ways. You have to talk that talk to make them understand and to make them see that every day of your life is a celebration. You do not need a holiday. And I proved that here at 1.0 Studios, which is my home also. I prove that every day. I bust out barbecue and play my music and dance on my property for absolutely no reason other than it makes me feel alive. Now that's a holiday for your ass. To be thankful to be on this planet. To be able to use all your extremities. So I dance. To be able to hear sound out my voice box, so I sang. To be able to, move my feet, so I lie to do the Michael Jackson, James Brown, or anything. And that's a celebration holiday for your ass. To enjoy the fact and praise the fact that you are here. Because the actual action of breathing is the miracle of Christmas, niggas. Let me show you Christmas. That life I just filled my lungs with is what I celebrate. Something that's real to my soul and that I experience every other second. That's a reason to celebrate and make a holiday. Breathing holiday. And moving holiday. And grooving holiday. You dig? These are the things that you overlook, that you should be celebrating, and that you get a chance to celebrate it every day, which is another celebration in itself when you wake up out of your sister of death, which is sleep, depending on the very man to get you through. So every morning should be Christmas, Easter, New Year's, and all of that when your eyes wake upon this place again. For whoever governed you through that, that's deemed celebration. And after you thank them, then you thank yourself. You celebrate yourself. You spend your hard-earned money on yourself. Not on PlayStation, not on earbuds, not on iPhones, not on... So, they were talking about that we're going to have zombies here. No, we already had them. The zombies are us. Every Christmas, every December, every Easter. Ooh, Walmart. Ooh, Best Buy. Ooh, Amazon. Ooh, just zombies, man. We already the Walking Dead. Our only purpose is the purchase. Ooh, I got to purchase. Ooh, I got to purchase. Crazy, man. And that's us, y'all. And I'm thankful for the ability to make these examples for y'all. Because you get to see yourself. We get to see ourselves. I'm not going to separate myself from this. God knows I've loved Christmas all my life. My favorite holiday. And I don't want to be a hypocrite. I still put up lights because that's Christmas to me. But those lights are up in the summer. Every day. And every other night they're on. Because I just told you what's a celebration to me. This breath I'm using to bring sound forth out my mouth. Celebration to me. So these are a few ideas where you could still celebrate on Easter. You can still celebrate on Christmas, Thanksgiving, all that. But make sure that after Christmas, that celebration continues. And not that celebration has to happen when somebody else tells you that you're happy, or that you're thankful, or that you love somebody, or that this is a whole new year, so you get to start over. Somebody tells you that, but you don't get to start over. When you come out of your mama, it's on until you go back to where you came from. You dig? So all of this has been imaginary foolishness that we have put billions and trillions of dollars into. And at the same time, asking somebody for something. And you had that something in your pocket. How many Christmas Xmas, however the hell, how many that you done spent that bread? How many Easters that you done spent that bread? How many Thanksgivings you done spent that bread? Yep. But if this is the time of the Great Awakening, I don't look to see too much of that. I look to see more of what I just explained to you. Things that are that has deems celebration. Y'all don't know the wonderful things that happens once you come up out of your pre-death, which I call sleep. That is the best miracle besides birth that you get to witness every day. And you know, actually, some people wake up, oh man, it's Tuesday. Oh man, it went. I'm telling you, man, the Lord just, I just need, oh Lord. Oh, I got to do 2 more hours at work. Oh, and that's all day. A celebration of grief. A celebration of being unhappy with man-made circumstances. But you will get very happy for Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, New Year's, Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day, Teacher's Day, Taco Day. Yeah, you get excited about all that. Mm-hmm. Which you should celebrate the person that let you borrow that $50 that you went and bought your Christmas outfit with. Yeah. That never crossed your mind? Still celebrating the false Jesus holidays. There are real dates that y'all can't celebrate that man, though. There are correct dates. There are correct dates when he rose. So you could properly, if that's what you want to do, you could properly celebrate him on that date. But how are we to know what that date is when it always changes? What was the original date? It's because there is no original date, because I told you that that date is decided by our celestial brothers up there. The equinox decides. The equinox, along with days being of equal time, meaning the day is equal time as the night. And this is when you celebrate Easter. Not on the 15th, not on the 7th. Now, if that makes sense to you, then you're still kind of fucked up in the head. But these things, you don't got to figure them out. Just choose something to celebrate and replace that. Something that somebody that's in a physical form could enjoy. Make up your own holiday. Invite your family and friends and tell them what you're doing. We're not celebrating Christmas. We're celebrating each other. And from this day, our family will meet on this day, and this will be the reason for it. You dig? I would love to be invited to one of those celebrations. I tell you what, to back up and put my money where my mouth is, the first person that does that, Dr. Shep will come and do you like a little 15-minute set at your holiday party. If you come up with a reason, you got to have not just stuff you want me to come out and you're going to tell me, I'm going to celebrate my dead grandma. No, it's got to be real. And I got to see it. Guarantee you I'll show up and show out and do the show about what you done. And I'll celebrate it. We'll air it. We'll put it on Facebook. We'll put it on TikTok. Now that's putting your money where your mouth is. Now that's action. Just not talking shit here. Dr. Shep will come and do a show at your celebration if you replace Thanksgiving with a celebration of you and your loved ones and being thankful for them. Not because them pilgrims that never hit this motherfucker, because them Indians were going to kill their ass. They kept going. They passed by here. And the Indians were standing at the show. Y'all better not park y'all white ass. Yeah. So y'all might well go and celebrate something that's tangible, that you can see, feel, and taste, because some of our parents are still here. And if they're not, we have people that have replaced our parents, our sisters, our older brothers, or somebody. They're still here. You have somebody that deems that type of celebration. So my challenge is, and I guarantee it is here, and you can go back and you can quote me on it. If you replace Thanksgiving with something, if you replace Easter with something, if you replace Christmas with something, then Dr. Shep will come and I will support the very thing that I have put out into the universe. Not just a talking head. I walk it like I talk it. Man, I've enjoyed this conversation. And I'm a fan of the show myself, and I can't wait to see it because I just felt like this need to be talked about. If we're gonna go in, if we're in this new time, and y'all know as well as I know that we're not in Kansas no more. There ain't no clicking your heels going home now. We are in somewhere new. And so as a collective and as a people, we have to make a move that shows them that we know the gig is up. We know the lies. And we no longer want to fund these lies because they only affect us. We have been contributors to our own damage. We have been contributors to our attention being taken away. But my voice is loud, and I hope it's loud enough for you people to hear me out there. So, I'm telling you, if you do that, Dr. Shep will come and give you 15 to 20 minutes of live comedy at your celebration. I will actually leave my own family celebration to come and do that, and that's how strongly I feel about it. Now that challenge is out there, and the way to reach me is right here on 1.0, or you can contact me through Black Earth Inc. Y'all can holler at my girl Q, drop us something in the box down there, and don't forget to subscribe to the channels that we have. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on Spotify, we're on iHeart. You can find 1.0 on all these podcast genres, and we're looking to actually not just make this where this is the only place you can see me. You can see me in more places than, I mean, you can see me anywhere you want if you got that scratch, if you got that cheddar. You understand me? You can get Dr. Shep right in your living room. I am a comedian, and I am a comedian for hire, professional. So if you want, looking for somebody to do a function for you, a comedy show, or you got, I do fashion shows. I am a host of anything that you might want to come up with. So y'all give me a holler, drop me a line. But that offer is good, 100%, because you can't talk change without turning the wheels to start change. So that's my thing here on 1.0 here at the doctor's office. Change and expansion of mind is what we invest in. And I'm going to invest what I do best to anyone that accepts this challenge. But it has to be a real challenge, and you have to invite as many people as you possibly can to probably shoot that ideal to. And once they see what you get for doing it, I'm pretty sure they're going to want to do it too. So, will you be the first to take on this challenge? Now, I listened to myself through the whole podcast, so I have to end it this way with an offer and a gesture of change. So there you have it. If you were interested in that, yeah, if you're interested in it, please drop me one right up under there. Or next week, you can come on screen, give me a call. We face to face it. And matter of fact, let's do it in a raffle style. Whoever comes up with the best holiday, that's who gets Dr. Shep. And that's the way we can weed out people that's trying to get something for free, okay? This has to be actually real. I got to see you advertising it. I got to see it on your Facebook. I got to, and all of that. And I guarantee you that I'll uphold my end of the deal. Man, I have enjoyed y'all. I missed you, man. I just want to give y'all a big old hug because I have missed y'all, and look like we back. Everybody's cool now, and we are continuing trying to get to, followers and stuff like that. And I'm hoping that you all that sees tonight's show will become interested and push that button and become part of the family. I love everyone, and I want to give a big thanks out to my mother company, Black Earth Inc., and my producer, Q, and my co-producer, Miss Amanda. And man, I have enjoyed tonight's conversation, and I cannot wait to see it myself, because I've really not only talked to you all, but I've talked to myself, and sometimes that's the best thing to do. It's not always that you need somebody to talk to. Yourself is who you're dealing with, so not have a conversation with yourself. And if you feel the need to talk to someone outside of yourself, you are more than welcome here at the doctor's office, because this is what I do. Hey man, this is Dr. Shep coming back across the track once again, my friend. I've walked on water, I've walked on land. I got kings and queens that want to shake my hand. Who am I? The doctor. Take one of these and call me in the morning. Peace.
Can't get a game. Shit, I got some change on me. Look into my eyes, moving it right. I might just pay the fee.